Good evening. My name is Ben Mooney. This is video discussion number 2 for History 530, American Christian Heritage. In this discussion, we were given the topic of talking about the importance of a particular denomination, not of our own. I was raised Baptist. I currently attend a Bible church. So I decided to talk about the Presbyterian Church, mainly from one of our readings, which I'll get to in a minute. I chose the Presbyterian Church because I found a couple works, a couple sources that talked about the frontier aspect of the Presbyterian Church, how, especially in James Layburn's Presbyterian Immigrants in the American Revolution, how the Scotch-Irish came to America not as settlers like the English Presbyterians did, but as immigrants. And they came here, they moved to the frontiers, they worked hard, they established farms and homesteads and villages and such, and really just embrace the hard lifestyle. The more rural aspect of their lives caused their pastors to need to spread out, to go around, to spend time ministering, going on horseback from settlement to settlement, ministering to all the people. I really enjoyed this aspect and this background and how it led them all the way up to the Revolution. The second work I got into was Jennifer Oast, The Worst Kind of Slavery. It started out, and what got me with the article was talking about, why this particular church in Prince Edward County, Virginia, purchased slaves and what they're hoping to use the slaves for, because, again, of this frontier lifestyle of needing to pay for pastors, needing to pay for buildings and maintenance. So the church came up with the idea of buying 6 slaves, 3 men, 3 women, let nature take its course, hire them out annually, let other people use them, and the church could take the money from these slaves, rehire them out the next year, and use this money to pay for everything they needed. Oast does a really good job in this article talking about how poorly this was, how bad this was, and how this led kind of into the deeper problem the Presbyterian Church will come up with as they get closer and closer to the Civil War of what their stance on slavery should be. Oast says even the people in this church well before the Revolution, or before the Civil War, began to understand that, okay, we're not exactly doing well by these folks. We're not exactly giving them the benefit, the teaching, the spiritual foundation that they should have from good Christian masters. So this started to become a problem in and amongst themselves, even at one point after the Presbyterian Church denounced slavery, but said, let's not kick out all the slaveholding churches and congregations. They said, well, maybe we should just sell our slaves. Not free them, not get rid of them, just sell them. So, like many other things here in the United States, they had some problems leading up to the Civil War, and not everybody was on the same page, and they couldn't come to the same realization. The final work I really enjoyed was the reason I got on the Presbyterian is Harold Hagg's The Lumberjack Sky Pilot. I really enjoyed the story hearing about this lumberjack minister, how he was Canadian, came to the U.S., started out as a Methodist preacher, but when he needed support, the Presbyterian Church said, okay, we'll support you, but you have to be trained in our methodologies. And he did that. And he worked really hard as a lumberjack. He would work, he would ride logs, he would go out, had hard working. He was able to minister to these men because he performed work alongside these men. I like how he started out his single work being a lumberjack and gradually turned it into a ministry where there were many other assistants, men who would also go out and work with lumberjacks, would also go out and minister to these men in these hard, dangerous work and do really good things for the work of the gospel. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I did enjoy the reading, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Thank you.